Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Burrow77 coming to you live to talk a little Serie A today. We got a couple of decent little matchups here. We got Roma taking on Torino in Roma. Roma just got smacked around 5-1, I believe, over the weekend versus Fiorentina. Fiorentina is in action right now. They did not start Moiskin today, but they still have a goal. It's 1-0 in the 73rd minute. Roma has been in shambles since firing De Rossi. They haven't looked great. They got smacked over the weekend. Torino is in a lot of it. I don't know. Pick a level, a significant amount of trouble with Zapata being done for the year. He had an ACL injury. Shea Adams is going to have to carry a lot of the weight here for Torino. Zapata scored, I don't know, let's call it 80% of Torino's goals last season. So it's going to be a little bit of a struggle to find more offense here. Torino is getting signed by Red Bull. Yes, I've heard the Red Bull group is interested in acquiring Torino. That's your read on this game. Look, Roma have been giving up a good amount of goals. I don't necessarily think they're keeping a clean sheet here. So I am definitely interested in the both teams to score market. And it's got a decent number on it. It's plus 100 over on Caesars, minus 110 on FanDuel, minus 110 on DraftKings. So yeah, I can definitely get involved in both teams to score here. As far as who I think will be scoring the goals, excuse me, it's probably got to be Dybala for Roma. His anytime goal scorer number, plus 220 over on Caesars, plus 195 on FanDuel, plus 175 over on DraftKings. The other guy I'd look to is obviously Shea Adams. We just talked about it. He's plus 330 on DraftKings, plus 300 on FanDuel, plus 320 on Caesars, and plus 360 over on BetRivers. I think those are wildly high numbers. Just so you guys know, Shea Adams hasn't gotten on the score sheet in a couple of games, last 3 games. Obviously, no Zapata there means people are focused up on him a bit more, but he did rip off 3 goals in a row and has 4 goals on the season so far for Torino. If Torino want to get some offense going, I think they're going to have Shea Adams involved. Ricci is also another guy worth looking at, number 28 in the midfield here. Him just to take a shot on target. Let's see if we can find that number real quick here. Player market, shot on target. Boggles my mind that teams continue to start Shea Adams in the front. Dude does nothing. I don't know. Dude, Shea Adams is fine. Like, what are you judging him off of his Scotland performances? Like, I don't know. That's McSauce's team. Plus, fucking Scotland suck internationally. So, like, I don't have any high expectations for him there. I do think that he is perfectly capable of scoring against this Roma defense who allowed fucking 5 to Fiorentina over the weekend. Look, say what you want about Shea Adams. Plus 330 is a fucking disrespectful number on his goal for a team that just gave up 5 to Fiorentina. And Fiorentina is being held to 1 goal right now by lowly Genoa, who fucking suck. So, yeah, that's where I'm at it with it. Dude, would I pick Shea Adams to score versus Inter? Probably not, Myron, but against a Roma team that just conceded 5 to Fiorentina, yeah, I'm probably going to look at Shea Adams anytime goal scorer number. Who was I looking for? I'm looking for Ricci to maybe put a shot on target here, if I can find his number. Plus 300 on DraftKings seems pretty high. Let me double check and see how See how much he's been putting in shots on target here. Ricci. Took 3 shots last game, didn't put any of them on frame. Took 1 shot in match week 8, and took 1 shot and put 1 on target in match week 7. So since Zapata's gone out, he has, I guess, seen a little bit of an uptick in volume there. I don't know. I don't really love that number so much anymore. So yeah, I would just kind of focus on Adams. You can find his shot on target. Where was that? Shea Adams shot on target -140 on DraftKings. I think that's a good look. If you want to do like a simple, pretty chalk parlay, like a Shea Adams shot on target and a Dybala shot on target. Dybala's -280, which is kind of high for me, but like this Torino defense isn't going to really stop anybody. So, I mean, a little same game parlay of Shea Adams to put a shot on target and Dybala to put a shot on target. Definitely not a bad look. Again, I think both teams to score at +100 is probably the move here. I don't know if this game gets to the over 2.5, but yeah, it'll be interesting. Roma's obviously in transition. Torino's missing their best goal scorer. They both have to kind of overcome a little bit of adversity here to see what they have. And I don't know. I just think that there's goals here, and I think it's going to be a solidly interesting game to watch. Anyway, be sure to like and subscribe right here on YouTube. It costs you absolutely nothing. It helps me out a ton. You can see it right down here below. Subscribe, youtube.com/Baroque772. Appreciate it, guys. We are going to jump over into the Como versus Lazio game as well. Como has been trending very much in the right direction. Let me find my tab here. I apologize. They're playing well for a team that's expected to finish in the bottom 3 and be relegated again. Como is sitting 13th on the table right now. They didn't score versus Torino in a 1-0 draw, but they have scored in their last 5 matches. 1-1 draw with Parma, 3-1 loss to Napoli, 3-2 win over Hellas Verona, 3-2 win over Atalanta, 2-2 draw with Bologna. So Como is scoring goals. They've been clean sheeted 3 times, but they're scoring goals here. Lazio has been scoring goals as well, but they are without Daya today. So that means it's probably going to be a lot of Castellanos. Lazio have been conceding goals as well over the weekend. I know they didn't give one up to Genoa. I know they didn't give one up to Tween, but Empoli scored on them. Nice scored on them. Torino scored 2 on them. I guess they clean sheeted Dynamo Kiev in Europa League. Fiorentina scored 2 on them and 1. Verona even scored on them. Milan scored twice on them. Udinese scored twice on them. Venezia scored on them. So these guys, Lazio, don't keep many clean sheets. Again, I do like the both teams to score here. Last I checked, those odds were kind of playable, but I'll double check what they are right now as we're talking. What's good, Lopez? Good to see you, my man. Ricci 2 shots on DK +400. Not a bad look. He did take 3 last game. Somebody has to shoot the damn ball now that Zapata's gone. So if you want to go there, I can get behind his 2 shots more than I can get behind his shot on target. He hasn't been super clinical when he's been getting opportunities, but somebody does have to shoot the damn ball now that Zapata's not there. So I think Myron likes that look as well. Pedro Rodriguez is doing good. He normally plays in Europa League. The guy playing, he's number 9 on Lazio, but he's playing the role of a 10 here. Yeah, I mean, he can definitely distribute. He can assist as well as shoot and score some goals. Let's see. I'm looking at the both teams to score market here for Como Lazio, currently minus 130. I think that is okay enough to play by itself as a standalone. I like the over 2.5 here. Lazio games just don't tend to stay to the under. They are pretty leaky. Como is decently stout defensively when they're on their best ball. But like I said, I do expect them to score goals here. So I like the over 2.5, sitting at plus 105 over on Caesars, minus 105 DK, minus 104 FanDuel, minus 106 BetRivers. So I can definitely get involved in the over 2.5 market here. Tavares has 7 assists so far. It's crazy. He's doing damage on the flank. Tavares, the left back / left wing back here for Lazio. Yes, he has been bombing forward a lot, and he has been distributing the ball well. Guendouzi also likes to get forward. He's a good guy to look at for shots on target as well, in my opinion. I like Castellanos today. I know that's not Nick's favorite guy, but for an anytime goal on Castellanos, sitting at plus 230 over on BetRivers, plus 200 on DK. I think that's kind of disrespectful for a guy who, let's see how many goals Castellanos has. Give me 1 second. Top scorer. Castellanos has 3 goals and an assist so far this year. Kirton, the captain here, number 10 for Como, he's got 4 goals. So I definitely don't hate a look at him for an anytime goal either at plus 250 over on FanDuel. I like Nico Paz a lot. I think you guys know that. So I will definitely get involved with Nico Paz for a shot on target at minus 130 over on FanDuel. That's good enough for me to play straight. I'm not going to get fancy with it. I like him for a shot on target. I also definitely don't hate Nico Paz to take 2 shots. So let me take a look real quick how often he's been doing that. Again, the guy doesn't have a ton of history. He's on loan from Madrid. He's taken 2 shots in both of his last 2 starts. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so he's started 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 games for Como. He's never taken less than 2 shots, and he's had a shot on target in 6 of those 7 games. So, yeah, I'm going with Nico Paz, 2 shots on target. Let me see if I can get his 2 shots at a playable price, because if I can, I will go in on that as well, because he's obviously hitting it with consistency. Also, I think, the lack of defense from Lazio is not being respected here by the sports books, and I do think that Paz will continue to get in dangerous areas and put up shots. So just give me a second here. I'm pulling up FanDuel. I'll take a look at FanDuel first, and then I'll kind of shop around to see if Paz is minus 300 here. So let me quickly DraftKings for 2 shots. If you really have to have a plus number on Nico Paz, 2 shots or shots on target, adding 2 shots to that will definitely get you there, even at those numbers. But I don't necessarily need that plus number, but I will take it if I can get it. The 2 shots has been hitting with a good amount of consistency. To have 2 or more shots is minus 475 on DraftKings. So you're probably not going to find that as a standalone at a good enough number. But if, like I said, if you have to have his shot on target at a plus number, add 2 shots to it. He has done it in every single match that he's started, including the match where he didn't have a shot on target. So that's how I go with Paz. Couton and Castellanos are both on pens. I took them too. Yeah, it feels really chalky, but like these numbers aren't chalky, so you kind of just got to take them, and they are doing good so far. Yeah, I mean, look, Castellanos from the spot is nasty. He doesn't miss very often. I'm not going to sit here and act like I know a whole ton about Kirton, however you say his name. But he hasn't, I don't think he's missed one yet this year, or at least he hasn't missed one that I've seen. So, yeah, I'm perfectly fine. PK takers, Kirton's obviously the captain, leading goal scorer for Como. I can see why you want to take him, especially at plus 250. Castellanos, I like him from his time in MLS. I also thought he played super well over at Girona in Spain. And I think that he is doing a nice job here for Lazio, despite Nick's negativity and expectations on him. I do think Castellanos can find the back of the net here today. Traveres, anytime assist, plus 500. Yeah, Angela, I can definitely see getting involved with that. Again, I do see goals here. I think that, the left back getting an assist at plus 500, a guy who's got 7 assists, you kind of got to ride the hot boot there. So I'm not going to try and talk anybody out of that. I'm looking to see what Guendouzi is for a shot on target, because I do know he likes to jack for chicks from this midfield here. Plus 170 on DK, plus 135 on FanDuel. Those numbers are pretty ass. Shop around. If you can find it close to the plus 340 that's listed over on BetRivers, I would take it. I personally can't bet on BetRivers for shots on target markets, especially plus 340 shots on targets. The most they'll let me get down there is like $4.25. So yeah, shop around, check Caesars, check ESPN. They tend to be a little bit more reasonable, especially when it comes to people outside of the front three putting in shots on target. So that's kind of where I'm at for this one. I do like both teams to score in both matches. I like the over 2.5 here in Como Lazio. I might do a little both teams to score parlay here just for fun. I'm not super interested in getting involved in a side in either of these matches. I don't believe in Roma. Yes, I know they're at home. Yes, I know Torino's banged up. Yes, I know they're missing their most prolific goal scorer, but I don't know. I can't shake the fact that Fiorentina hung 5 on Roma, and just how bad the organization of Roma has been from top down. They're a club in shambles and going in the wrong direction. I don't think they plant their foot in the ground and turn it around here at home. But Torino's defense isn't that good. So I can see a 1-1 draw here. I could see, if you want to get involved in the over 2.5, that's up to you. If you think I personally don't want to get involved in a side, but if you do think there is a winner here, both teams to score over 2.5, not a bad look. Or like the same thing here in Como versus Lazio, both teams to score over 2.5. If I have to pick a winner, I'm probably going to pick Lazio because they do have some pieces off the bench that I think will be able to get them a goal here late. But at the number they're giving me Lazio for, let me just double check this one more time on the money line. Yeah, I mean, I'm not super interested in getting involved at Lazio at plus 135. I think the draw is a perfectly fine runner here at plus 220. And I'm not advocating for getting involved in Como. I could see Como scoring twice. I could see a 2-2 draw here. But I like the over 2.5, and I like the both teams to score there. So I'm not going to pick a side in either match. I just like goals. Anyway, if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, please be sure to throw them up here in the comments, and I will try and get to them as quickly as possible before we get out here. Numbers on Lazio are too high, in my opinion. They should be around plus 110. I don't think so. Let's see. Yeah, they did handle their business against Genoa. They played tween in Europa League. I'm not going to rate that super highly. They did keep Juventus to a single goal, but with the way Juventus has been playing the last couple of days, I don't super rate that. They coughed up a goal to Empoli. They did beat Nice nice. They did beat Torino right after Zapata went down, but 3-2. Yeah, I mean, look, Lazio do probably win this game. If you want to get involved with them at the plus 135, you can. I would maybe look at Lazio and both teams to score if you want to get a little bit better of a number. But if you think that it should be around plus 110, plus 135 is stealing. So, yeah, just go ahead. I'm just personally not going to get involved on a side here. A lot like Lazio, a little sprinkle, correct score 0-2. Okay. Angel, by all means, go ahead. I have absolutely no interest in that. Lazio cannot keep anybody out of their back of the net. At 10-1, it's a good number, but Como's scoring at home today. Like, I don't know what else to tell you. Como's going to score at home today. Lazio play zero fucking defense. At least that's my opinion. There were 10 men through the whole game against Juventus. Yeah, I know. They sat in a low block, and Juventus still only scored a goal, and it took them till the 85th minute. I know because I fucking hammered Juve on the money line at like plus 100, plus 105. And that game was just making me sweat my fucking balls off, dude. So I'm glad that Juve did finally show up and get me the winner. But yeah, Lazio did play well. But again, when you're down to 10 men, they pretty much let Juve have the ball in Lazio's side of the half for like 85 minutes. So yeah, like it's hard to rate that performance and weigh it against whether or not I think Lazio is going to win today. They should win. They should win at Como. This is a team who people say is relegation fodder, and you should win these winnable games out here on the road. I do not trust Lazio on the road. They don't play super well on the road. I think they'll get us a goal here today. I think they should win this game. But it would not surprise me to see Como defend the home turf here. Or at least draw, or at least manage a draw. You know what I'm saying? Like, Como, supposed to be getting relegated, sitting in 13th. You get a point off Lazio, who's a top-of-the-table team here. You're not in bad shape. That, to me, that's a win for Como. And the way you got to look at the Serie A table is that's a win for Como. So that's just where I'm at with it. Yeah, Gut's telling you Lazio and both teams to score. Can totally get behind that, again, for a little bit of a sprinkle. Or just take the Lazio money line if that's your thing too. I don't want you to take... I would hate for you to take both teams to score over 2.5 and as a straights, and then to play Lazio money line and both teams to score is your only way to get involved in the Lazio side. Just make sure you're kind of, distributing your wagers units correctly so that one bad result doesn't kill your plays for the entire game. Lazio on the money line brings the 1-0 win into account, so that takes care of if the game goes under and if both teams don't score, if Lazio win on the money line. So that's the way I look at it. Just try and leave yourself additional outs if you're going to get involved in multiple things for this game that aren't player props. Like I said, player prop wise, I'm probably going to get involved in Castellanos anytime goal just so I can shit talk Nick via text message. And when he joins me on the show, I'm going to take a sprinkle on Guendouzi shot on target if I can find a better number than what's on DraftKings and FanDuel. I am absolutely playing Nico Paz shot on target minus 130. If you want to get a better number on that, pair it with 2 shots plus a shot on target. I don't know, that'll get you somewhere around minus 110, maybe even a plus number. Stefanza likes to shoot here for Como as well, so I could definitely see you getting involved in his shots. I'm not going to. So yeah, I'm going to play a little both teams to score parlay in both of these games for a cup of coffee, $5, $10, something like that. I'm going to play the over 2.5 in Lazio. I'm going to play Castellanos anytime goal scorer, and I'm going to play Nico Paz shot on target, as well as both teams to score in both matches as a straight, along with the parlay. And I will play over 2.5 in Como versus Lazio. So that's where I'm at. That's where my money is going to be this afternoon. I will not be live tomorrow doing any shows. Friday is my day off. I record with Flash aka Gordon Watson from BetUS, former Premier League striker himself. Him and I do Dub Club together, where we bring our customers a live video every single Friday night at 7 p.m. So that's what I will be doing, focused on tomorrow. You can check the link down here in the description for that, as well as the link to join my Discord. My Discord's $15 a month. Got a lot of great guys over there, always constantly bouncing around ideas, talking footy, hockey, NBA, college basketball starting soon. November 4th, I will be doing live shows for that, as well as pre-recorded content. So keep your eyes out. If you guys are college hoops heads, I'll be doing that as well. Anyway, all my plays always go in my Discord. I track everything. I was actually just updating my spreadsheet before this for all my unit tracking. It's $15 a month. You get a 3-day free trial. It would be a huge help to support me through that, as well as always just liking and subscribing here on YouTube for free. Costs you nothing, helps me out a ton. So please be sure to check those out and do both. Anyway, I very much appreciate you guys, as always, for tuning in. Until Saturday morning, I'm Oaks, and I'm out. This has been Talking Serie A with Oaks. Appreciate you all. Doses. We outside!